entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. On the move, it's Glow. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. This quarterback, part of their running game. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Caught in the backfield, it's Austin. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
The Commodores will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll try to get outside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Navy now facing 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Ware. Makes the grab on the left. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Shoots it to the left. And they're not on the same page there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The give to the back. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push and just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Midshipmen come to the line facing third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes, and they can get to your quarterback.
They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that third down sack set them back, but they'll go for it here. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got him in the flat. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Try to get it to the edge. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Navy now facing third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
Trying to barge in. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Navy! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring it out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's close. Oh, he's got some space. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And one of the things I love about this run is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, the offense getting a little bit greedy, I think. They had an explosive play the play prior, and they decided to try to pile on, throw the ball right away, but the defense was ready for it, and what a great job up front, defeating the block and getting the sack, creating a negative play.
At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Quarterback making checks. On third down, he drops to throw. Here's the pressure to the 15. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
And the Commodores are on the move. Power football with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Calls his own number. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Commodores!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Hutchinson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll go to the ground. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Ware. It's complete to the right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out of the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Hutchinson. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The midshipman could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Navy was pinned deep, and now a chance to put together a drive. Trying to get the corner. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Ware. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Navy was pinned deep, and now a chance to put together a drive. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Navy will have it with a first and goal. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll run the toss. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, midshipman.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They believe they can run right here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He'll pull it down and run. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Looking downfield on first down. Now improvising. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
The kick is on its way. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That pass is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Now the play fake. Unleashes one. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
The midshipman looking for a chunk play on third and long. The option. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Navy will have to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. One more snap coming before halftime. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Defensive back spread all over the field trying to take away the pass. Wants to pass. He spins that thing down the middle. Finds a spot in the middle. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Commodores will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hutchinson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes the Navy offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue.
Turning on the Jets. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
There he goes. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. The give to the single back. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They'll go to the toss. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Navy!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll line up for a second down play. They'll try the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Quick release by the QB. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The RPO, it's complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And the Commodores are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Grove. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Gonna look downfield again. The screen, and watch out. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Commodores want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, looking to pass. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. And Navy will go back on the attack. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass, it's Ware. They're working that left side. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
We've reached the break, and Navy holds the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Let's go. Fullback's got it. It's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Navy now in trouble here on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Ware. Unloads it left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Texas A&M is totally getting wrecked today. You bring Johnny Football back here in his prime, and even he wouldn't change the outcome of this one.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end. Complete to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Commodores want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this court.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Looking for a man. It's Ware. Gonna take a shot. Brings it down on the right side. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. It's complete, and he's still running after the move. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
there are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Looking for room. It's Hutchinson. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to run for it. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. It's a reverse. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time it's complete. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Might be changing the route. Wants to keep it in the air. Flushed out of the pocket. And here's a fumble. He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
The return is tackled down at the 37, and the Navy offense will take over. First and 10.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. To the air, it's Ware. Looking left. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Nice pickup on the return, but more important,
excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Complete in the middle. He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown Doors! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle. A nice job by this offense.
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. And it's complete off the fake. He stopped just inches short. Had a good catch. Tried to get it in, but was denied. They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. The hands team able to secure that football, and with that, should have secured a victory.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And here comes the Navy offense. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense
turning it on. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman.
And this offense has had a good day, and more importantly, this team responded from last week. 0-1, didn't look good to start the season, bouncing back, getting a convincing victory. Nice job by this team handling adversity early in the season.
And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the fourth. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Going right to work up top. Moving away from pressure. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
And Navy will go back on the attack. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.